So welcome to WNAMM12. This is Jan Duwe from Behringer. I'm proud to present to you the X32, now fully functional. You saw that probably a year ago at NAMM when we first introduced it, then onto glass. Now it's fully functional. And there are a couple of exciting news that happened in between. Since the marriage between Behringer and Midas, we were able to incorporate Midas mic preamps on all the 32 input channels. We are also including the AES-50 SuperMac Klark Teknik protocol, and the Midas colleagues helped us also designing this beautiful user interface. So that's why the X32 effectively is powered by Midas. Let me just briefly introduce the main concept of the X32, which is a real game changer in the digital mixing consoles for musicians. What we try to focus on is providing a solution for live environments where you never end up in a situation where you have to guess what the signal is going to and where it's sent to. That's why we separated input fader channels. So all the input faders clearly show what the channel is doing. Even if you flip layers, they are clearly labeled and laid out. And then we have a separate section with group and bus faders. We have 16 mixed buses, 8 DCA groups, then there are matrix outputs, we have main LRC. So lots of functionality, and whatever you choose to do with this console, everything is very obvious, and there is never a situation where you have to guess what's going on. So the major elements are input channel faders, the bus channel faders, and we have a complete channel strip with all the processing that is concurrently available in all of those channels, like 2 dynamic sections, gate and compressor, all the preamp configuration, then 4-band EQ. The buses even have 6-band parametric EQ, independent from the low cut. Then we have the 16 bus sends and the sends to the main LRC bus. We also have a USB recorder function, so you can plug on your USB thumb drive, press the view button, and then you have a cassette tape, basically, where you can run a stereo cut from your live performance. You even have the possibility to assign a matrix mix here, so that you can be independent from the front of house mix in a way. Next to it, we have the custom assignable section, which is very, very neat. So there are 3 layers of 12 controls that can freely be assigned to any parameter you find on the console. And in addition, you can also assign buttons to jump to specific pages. For example, if you're mixing and all of a sudden you find that there's some graphic EQ adjustment to be made on the on a monitor mix, you can put that on one of the jump buttons here, like a hotkey, and it will immediately take you to the graphics EQ. And it's just one button away, and you can use the faders for dialing in the graphic EQ settings, turn down the problematic frequencies, and just one hit again, and then you keep on working what you were working on before. So there are lots of very intuitive ways of how to operate this console, which we effectively learned from our colleagues from Midas and several other big touring consoles. And this is actually the first console to bring this down to a very compact format, and for an incredible price point, which makes it accessible to any musician. We are going to sell this for 2,500 US MAP. What's really beautiful about it is we have the AES-50 ports. So currently what I'm doing here is we're feeding this console with analog outputs from a Pro Tools system down on the desk, and sharing the same signals over AES-50 on the output ports of the AES-50 to the other consoles which are on this desk. So they all are linked up in a very convenient and easy way, and all featuring the AES-50 ultra low latency and extremely low jitter multi-channel transport over just one Cat5 cable. And you can even run this Cat5 cable front of house to stage using our new S16 stage box. It's a 16:8 configuration. Exactly the same preamps that you will find in the console. Same outputs. What's really neat about this is you have a dedicated control section, so when you're on stage and working on your own, you can immediately check if signals are there and if the gain is set properly, if the phantom power is switched on. So you can control and listen to the individual channels directly on stage. And then everything will be fed through the AES-50 Cat5 connection to the monitoring or the front of house console. And when there is, for example, a 16-bus personal monitoring fed from the console, you can directly tap it from the stage box. So for 16 channels of personal monitoring, plus the 8 outputs on the front panel, plus all the inputs, you only need one Cat5 cable. So it's very easy to set up, fail-safe. It's a very easy solution. I recommend that you look up the P16 documentation that we had run last year already. So there's lots of features about P16 UltraNet personal monitoring system, and this is fully integrated to the X32 directly. What's also special, we have 8 true stereo effect slots that you can see here, and they have some awesome effects emulations like lexicon reverbs or EMT reverbs. You can dial whatever you like into all of these effect slots, then easily call them up and have a nice user interface for editing all the parameters. What else am I supposed to say? Thanks so much for your attention. I think this is an amazing product. Check it out. It will be in the stores probably towards end of May, June. Check it out. Thanks. Bye.